On today's video, we're talking about one credit hack that's circling the internet, YouTube, and Instagram that does not work. So stay tuned. So with this credit hack, what's going around is if you suppress the secondary and third credit bureaus such as Innovis, ARS, and CoreLogics, that you can hide information when you file disputes with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and suppressing that information will allow for them to not be able to find the information when you file a dispute, getting the dispute removed. And I'm here today to tell you that that is actually false. So when you suppress information with CoreLogics or Innovis or ARS, what happens is you can do one of two things. You can either opt out or do a security freeze. Now let's talk about opting out. So with these secondary bureaus, companies such as Discover, MasterCard, or any other credit card company, they actually use these bureaus or consumer companies to scrape data and find people that they can market products to. And with these bureaus, you can either opt out or do a security freeze. Now let's talk about opting out first. Now, when you opt out, you're actually opting out of being marketed to. So for example, let's take this Discover ad right here, right? I can opt out of CoreLogics or Innovis or ARS to stop getting these types of things in the mail. Opting out does not stop these bureaus from, or consumer companies from providing information to credit bureaus such as TransUnion, Equifax, or any other creditor. Now, let's talk about a security freeze. All a security freeze does is stop from being able to open new credit or consumer products. For example, if you have suppressed Innovis, ARS, CoreLogics, and any other secondary bureau, if someone tries to, for example, go to Verizon or Sprint and open up a cell phone in your name, they won't be able to, because Verizon and Sprint, they use these to run quick consumer checks when you're financing an iPhone. I actually have my consumer report right here from CoreLogic, right? And it's nothing in it. It doesn't even have any information on me. So let me just read you what CoreLogic says about security freeze. A security freeze does not apply to a person or entity or its affiliates or collection agencies acting on behalf of the person or entity with which you have an existing account to request information in your credit report for the purposes of reviewing or collecting the account. Reviewing the account includes activities related to account maintenance, monitoring, credit line increases, and account upgrades and enhancements. Okay? So that's what CoreLogic says. Now let's read what Innovis says in reference to security freezes. A security freeze prevents your Innovis credit report from being accessed by most third parties in connection with the application of new credit. With a security freeze in place, you will need to take special steps when you wish to apply for any type of credit. Third parties that still have access to your Innovis credit report when a security freeze is in place include companies that you have current accounts or relationships with, collection agencies acting on behalf of the companies that you have a current account or existing relationship with, credit monitoring companies, state or local agencies, including law enforcement or child support agencies, federal government agencies, as permitted under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So pretty much in conclusion, whether you opt out or whether you freeze Innovis, CoreLogics, ARS, or any of these other consumer or credit agencies, any creditor or state or local government or collection agency still has access to your information. So whether you suppress it or not and then dispute something with TransUnion or Equifax, they can still get access to it. So this whole notion or information going around that if you suppress these bureaus, that it stops them from being able to complete the dispute process is a lie. I'm sorry. So do I personally think that you should actually suppress this information? I say yes and no. I would say yes if you've had identity fraud in the past. I say no because even if you do suppress everything and then dispute something on your credit report, they don't need you. It doesn't matter if it's suppressed or not. They will still be able to get access to the information. I actually called Innovis myself and I asked them about this. And what Innovis told me is when they investigate anything, they go right to the creditor. Same thing with TransUnion, same thing with Experian, same thing with Equifax. They don't actually use any of these secondaries. They go directly to the credit furnisher, the person who you have the account with, and get the information. So make sure you all like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.